shipping. Go out, get a 30 or a 50 pack. It's usually between $10 and $30 for a 30 to 50 pack of DVDs, and you can literally just burn until your heart's content. Depending on the burner you have, it takes 15 minutes to 30 minutes to burn a disc, and then you just hand them out. So I'm telling you, Betty, get into the new technological age. It's the main tool in my eyes to fight the info war. But continue. Go ahead.
Right. We have such cold weather up here. The last time I've been out, I went by one of those red boxes. Did you ever hear of those things? Maybe
yes.
They're up in New York.
Oh, they're everywhere.
People get videos out of there.
Yeah.
And I stood there for an hour and handed some that I had made back in October, some of the Fall of the Republic and Fabled Enemies to people. And I felt so good about it.
Well, no, it feels good to give people information that matters. And I had a caller last week. He wasn't standing in front of the red box, but what he was doing is he was taking the DVDs that he'd burned, putting them in little white sleeves and marking them off, free DVD, and then the name of the DVD, and then taping them to the red box. So people would go up there to get their DVD, and they'd see something that said free DVD and a name, and they would pull that down too, and he would literally go through a 10-pack every day because he just taped 10 to it when he would pass it a day, and then he would go on and grab them off. It's another great way to get the information out there. So you don't necessarily have to stand by that red box, but it doesn't hurt. I appreciate the call, and I appreciate the action, Betty. Let's go to Jeannie in Iowa. Jeannie, you're on line.
I wanted to talk to you, Jason, about it. How you feel about if Obama is legitimate?
Whether or not he's from Kenya, right?
Well, I don't
Is that
care
what you're
where
asking
he's
me?
from.
Well,
Yeah,
I got to tell you, the evidence does show that, obviously, whether or not he was born in Kenya, he is an internationalist, he is a globalist. The evidence is out there that his grandmother made the claim that he was indeed born in Kenya, and she was there. We have that 2004 AP report where they talk about the first Kenyan-born to be elected to the United States Senate. We have the debate with Alan Keyes, where Alan Keyes makes the point that he was born in Kenya, and the point has risen, well, that may be an issue if I was running for president, and that's kind of fallen into the backdrop. Phil Berg has put out compelling evidence that the birth certificate that they tried to provide was indeed a falsification and not a real birth certificate. So obviously I lean towards where the evidence takes me. I think it is very possible, if not very probable, that he was indeed born in Kenya. But are we going to be able to get that information out to people and have them digest it in a fashion that it could actually impeach Barack Obama? I'm under the impression, Jeannie, that even if I were able to find video, and really, I don't think there's anybody better out there of finding rare video than myself. I think I do a pretty damn good job of researching stuff that has fallen into the cracks and people haven't seen. But let's say I dedicate the next 2 months of my life to trying to find video of Obama before he was a senator, and maybe he was a state senator, or even before that, talking about maybe be born in Kenya. I bet you I could put a video out there where he literally talks about being born in Kenya, and people would still be in denial. And I don't know if people would act on it. I think he might even serve a second term. So I hope I answered the question. I think it's very probable he was born in Kenya, but I feel like it's one of those wedge issues that we may not even be able to act upon, no matter how much evidence we have, and even if we had a criminal confession. Appreciate the call. Let's go to Mike in Virginia. Mike, you're on the line. Mike, you with us? Okay, let's go to Frank in Nevada. Frank, you are on the line, sir.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing, Jason?
Good.
Hey, I just want to tell you, you and Alex, you guys are doing a heck of a job. You're a great resource for the country.
Well, thank you, man. What else on your mind?
All right, listen, I got one thing I got to call you on, though.
Okay.
Okay, now, okay, first of all, I'm a Westerner, so you got to understand my perspective on these things.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, the illegal problem in the West is beyond comprehension for folks that live in the East. I mean, you can't even imagine what it's like out here.
No, I've lived out in California. I've lived out in Los Feliz for quite some time in West Hollywood while I was trying to get loose change in the theaters. When you live in Austin, Texas, you see you're less than 200 miles away from the border. Yes. For people that don't know, that are on the East Coast, and even in Florida on the East Coast, it is nowhere comparable to living in a place like Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and especially California. We are overrun with illegal immigrants that unfortunately are willing to work below the minimum wage for cash, and it has had just an incredible impact on our economy negatively. Go ahead.
Not to mention the drain on both our public resources.
Well, that's draining the economy. I mean, the public resources go hand in hand with the economy.
Drain on our public resources, our hospitals, our schools, our roads, every part of public resource. All these folks are utilizing resources, not paying a single thing into the economy, while those of us who actually work for a living get taxed at an even higher rate. But my point is this, if I could just say, Arizona passed a law recently where police departments, state, city, and county police departments will immigration laws. You have to understand, in our republic, traditionally, immigration is being handled by the federal government. Police departments do not have the authority to enforce immigration laws.
So let me just stop you, Frank. So what you're telling me is that, because I wasn't quite familiar with the laws this guy was talking about, you're telling me that these new laws that they passed in Arizona will supersede INS and put the decisions into local police departments and sheriff departments where they can say, no, you're an illegal immigrant, we're going to send you back, because in that case, it's a good thing.
That's where my point. So It doesn't supersede, so to speak. Basically, what it does is it gives local law enforcement the authority to actually enforce immigration laws, which they did not have until this law was passed.
And now, why do you think that they didn't have the authority to do so? What do they have the authority to do?
That was essentially, when our government was formed back in the Revolutionary times, that authority was given to the federal government. Although states could pass laws to enforce those statutes, they never actually did, because the federal government was supposed to do that.
Because the federal government actually used to work. I appreciate the call and the clarification, Frank. We're going to go to Mike, Jim, and others. 888-201-2244.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com. Or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
When you're out on the road, the last place you want to be is on the road. But if the unfortunate happens, you'll be glad you were wearing diamond gussets.
There's a place down in Tennessee where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They so pride in every stitch, guarantee you love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond gusset jeans, made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond gusset jeans got it, others don't.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. Hello, this is Alex Jones with some important questions. If you're going into a battle and they give you a rifle and a sidearm, how much ammunition do you want? My answer would be all I can get. In the battle for freedom and the lives of your loved ones, food is your only ammunition. How much do you want? When do you want it? Now or after the battle starts? When will you need it? Can you buy it without proper identification? Will there be any food? Will it make your children sick? If there's a quarantine and you can't feed yourself, will you go to the gathering center and be immunized? You wipe out all these problems if you have a good food supply. Food is your ammunition to fight for your freedom and your life. How much will you need? We don't know. How much do you want? All you can get. I'm Alex Jones. I want all of you good guys to live to fight another day. Call 1-800-409-5633 or check it out on the web at efoodsdirect.com. Again, that number, 1-800-409-5633.